Why submission became toxic and what we actually need instead. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller. The word submission has become toxic in modern relationships. For many people, it immediately brings up images of control, inequality, or loss of agency, especially after decades of cultural debate around gender and power. But when you strip away the history and the ideology, what most people are actually struggling with is something much simpler. How do two adults coordinate leadership in an intimate relationship without constant conflict? Every complex system needs coordination. A ship needs a captain. A company needs a CEO. A plane can't have two pilots fighting for the controls during turbulence. This isn't about superiority. It's about direction. In romantic relationships, the same rule applies, but we rarely talk about it honestly. When both partners try to grab the wheel at the same time, the relationship doesn't become more equal. It becomes unstable. One of the biggest confusions in modern relationships is the belief that equality means identical authority at all times. But equality and symmetry are not the same thing. Equality means equal dignity, equal worth, equal voice. Symmetry means identical roles, identical decision power, and identical responsibility. Healthy systems are equal, but they are rarely symmetric. Trying to force symmetry, where coordination is required, creates endless negotiation, resentment, and power struggles. The word submission became toxic for understandable reasons. Historically, it was often associated with coercion, instead of consent hierarchy enforced by forced loss of voice rather than alignment. Modern feminism reacted, rightfully, to those abuses. But in rejecting abusive hierarchy, the culture often rejected functional hierarchy altogether. And that left people without language for something essential: voluntary alignment to competent leadership. What healthy relationships actually require isn't submission in the sense of erasure. They require role-based leadership by consent. You might call it deference-yielding directional trust chosen leadership. Think of it like this. One partner may act as the CEO, holding final responsibility for direction. The other may act as the CFO, equally intelligent, equally valued, deeply influential. They can challenge each other. They can disagree. They can debate vigorously. But when a decision must be made, someone has to make it. That's not oppression. That's coordination. Psychologically, people feel safest when leadership is clear, responsibility is owned, and decisions don't feel endlessly contested. When no one leads, anxiety rises. When leadership is competent and benevolent, nervous systems relax. Paradoxically, voluntary yielding requires more confidence than control. Grabbing the wheel is often not strength, it's insecurity disguised as fairness. The critical distinction is this: healthy leadership is chosen, not imposed. If leadership is abusive, it should be rejected. If leadership is competent and trustworthy, resisting it endlessly isn't empowerment, it's sabotage. The problem isn't hierarchy. The problem is unaccountable hierarchy. So maybe the issue isn't that submission is wrong. It's that we've lost the language for voluntary alignment. Healthy relationships don't require two people fighting for control. They require shared dignity, clear roles, and trust in whoever is steering, at least in that moment. Because when both people grab the wheel, the ship doesn't go anywhere. And when one person leads with care and accountability, the journey becomes possible.